every week on CBS Mornings. Plus, we're going to bring you a story from CBS Village. That's our news website that aims to elevate voices from diverse communities. And we'll be featuring a reporter and their story. And then we'll also get some behind-the-scenes details and special moments that did not make it on air.
Oh, I love that. So today we are highlighting CBS News Bay Area reporter Len Ramirez for a story he did on a program that's helping farm workers run their own farms.
Well, here in the very fertile Salinas Valley, it would still be hard to find a more beautiful and productive farm field than this one right here. And all of these beautiful zucchini were planted, grown, harvested, and sold by a man who just a few short years ago was a hired hand on somebody else's field. Today, he is the farmer.
Sunrise in the Salinas Valley, and Espiridon Santos has already been at work for 4 hours harvesting his zucchini.
You had to see which one qualifies. This one is the extra fancy, you look it's looking good.
He works like this every day, Sundays and holidays included.
You had to work your birthday day, you had to work right. You have to be all day, pushing hard and hard and hard.
But he isn't working that hard for just anyone. For the first time in his life, he's his own boss.
I'm coming for looking for the American dream. This one's a good one.
Santos is the owner of La Bisnaga Organic Farms. It's small, just 6.5 acres outside of Salinas. But its neat rows of zucchini, broccolini, celery, and green beans are well tended, productive, and bursting with color.
After working on the strawberry fields for almost 6 years, I found Alba. Someone told me about Alba.
ALBA is the Agriculture Land-Based Training Association, which has its roots in President Johnson's War on Poverty from the 1960s. It's evolved into a public and privately funded organic farm incubator with classrooms, equipment, and acres of prime land, which it leases to farm workers who dream of something bigger.
Our goal is not to grow vegetables, really. It's to grow farmers.
Santos enrolled in the program 3 years ago and took English classes at night. Alba taught him organic farming, business planning, marketing, and food safety regulations.
When I started the courses, okay, I see my future, and when they give me the land, I couldn't even believe.
Santos's farm is now certified organic.
They're selling really good prices.
We have a huge need for more equity in our food system. 90% of the labor force in agriculture being Latino, yet they only represent 4% of the farm owners.
Santos's goal now is to have a 50-acre ranch of his own.
I am the motor of the car, and that's the successful being a small farmer.
And so he plans to keep on working hard to make the next phase of his American dream come true.
And Len Ramirez joins us now. Len, good morning.
Good morning. Glad to be with you.
We're really happy to have you. I love the character, Mr. Santos, there, and I'm curious how you found him. Also, what's the situation? Is the land his to keep, or is it a rental situation? How does it work?
No, this program is a 5-year program, and so they lease the land to him. He pays a small amount, lower than what he would pay for land out on the open market. But after 5 years, he has to move on, and the next cohort of people would come into that program. How did I find him? A lot of it was just plain luck. But having worked in the Salinas Valley market a long time ago, I know that there's no shortage of aspirational, hardworking people, and so I was looking for a story in that area, and I was lucky to find him. And when I did find him, he started telling me his story, and I had to put a mic on him right away because I knew his story was really special.
Len, I love when that happens. You're like, hold that thought, let me mic you. Are we rolling? And so you get these amazing stories. And you want it to happen like authentically. You don't want to have to revisit something you talked about.
Totally.
I love what you said in your piece.
The hard part.
Yeah, go ahead.
The hard part was getting him to stop working because he wanted to just keep on going during the interview, which is fine for us. We like to tell the stories when they're in situation, but this guy is a hard worker.
And I love what you highlight in your piece. 90% of farm workers are Latino, but only 4% of farm owners are Latino.
Oh, wow.
This story is so important. We only have a couple seconds left, but what was something that didn't make it into this piece that you can share with us?
Well, he's 29 years old. He came here when he was 15 years old with his mother and father and sister and brother, and together they farm that land. He's the person in charge now, so he hires his family to do the farm work. His hope is to move on out of this program and be able to lease land in other areas, but he will hopefully have what it takes in terms of the knowledge to be a farmer on his own and survive out there in the open market. He is farming organically, and so they do get higher prices for their produce, so that helps out a lot.
All right, Len, thank you so much for that story.